let's finish up on this one. 12th of May, Sunday the 12th of May. Sunday? Oh, it's Australia, isn't it? Which means it's Saturday here or Sunday early morning here.
It's going to be, I'm pretty sure it's going to be prime time here, for the US Saturday.
The US on the Saturday evening, yeah. Okay, so Lomachenko versus George Kambosos Jr., IBF and IBO, lightweight titles on the line. Andrew Maloney on the undercard. Give us some thoughts and opinions on this one. What Lomachenko are we going to see? And is it a problem for Kambosos Jr.?
Yeah, Vasyl Lomachenko, man. I mean, I said it once, I said it twice. A guy that doesn't need to be much said. I mean, 2-time gold Olympian, 3-weight champion, blah, blah, blah. Been, it's a great fighter. You see those 3 losses and it's like, damn, 3 losses in 20 fights. It's not good. Whatever, man. Listen. Yeah, he lost against Salido. Tough. Salido, man, if you don't know anything about him, he's some people call him a dirty fighter. He's a nasty guy in that ring. So many low blows. Lomachenko finally learned how to figure it out in his second pro fight. And I mean, he made such a great surge at the end of that fight. Lost. You can't take it away. He lost, right? Mm-hmm. Then beats Gary Russell. Fast forward, beats this guy, that guy, Teofimo Lopez. Too big, too young, too strong for him. Loses that. Then gets a couple good wins. Fights Haney. Man, that fight there, I don't know if it won on most publications, but I thought it was fight of the year. The highest level of the highest level you're gonna see for last year, if you ask me. I had Lomachenko edging it out.
I'm gonna say quite controversial. I know quite a lot of people.
Everybody says, "Are you guys gonna do this fight?" Listen, we would love to. But we also want to make sure that the light stays on for the channel. It's just we're going to figure it out. Don't worry, but we will rewatch it. But one of the most controversial fights, I think, already in history, recent history for sure. Because like you said, everyone asked. Everyone has a different opinion. I've heard 8-4 Devin Haney, and I've heard, 8-4 Lomachenko. Like I said, I had Loma winning, but it was close. I scored it 2 different times, and like the first 6 rounds, I think there's like 4 rounds I scored the opposite way. Like when I looked at the 2 cards, that's what kind of fight it was. So Loma is still at the top level, if you ask me. I don't care if people say Devin beats old small guys. He's gonna now face Kambosos, which is Devin Haney's second most significant win. Beat Teofimo Lopez, but had a controversial fight in his last one against Maxie Hughes. I had Maxie clearly winning that 8-4. And he becomes the IBO champion. Cool. This is for the vacant. I don't know why he's not saying that, but it should say it's the vacant IBF.
Oh, it does say
it does. Right. Bad eyes. Yeah. It's
because you're coming out of your prime, mate. So
yeah, I fully let's run to it. I expect Lomachenko to dominate Kambosos. Kambosos, he's usually a competitive guy, but we see when a guy is locked in, which I expect Lomachenko to be, he gets beat. Kambosos is a tough guy, good counterpuncher. People don't really talk about it. He's pretty good at, standing his ground and understanding the right opportunity to punch. But Loma, as long as those legs are the same, it should be a one-sided fight. Unanimous decision, Loma.
All right. I like that. I'm kind of in agreement. I think Kambosos Jr. is obviously his rocket just shot after those the win. Excuse me, over Teofimo. But yeah, I think against Lomachenko's just that style. I think he's going to be too clever, too cute, and he's just gonna throw Kambosos all over the place, and he's just not going to be able to deal with it unless. For whatever reason, Lomachenko just seemed to have aged so much since his last fight, which I think is coming up to a year ago. Is that inactive? He's how old is Lomachenko these days? He's 36.
35? Oh wow, 36. Holy shit.
He's not had that many fights, but he had a long amateur career, didn't he? So he started late. But yeah, I mean, I think he'll still be sharp enough. And he will box to a pretty clear decision, I think, over George Kambosos Jr. But yeah, it's another good fight. And then it'll be interesting to see where they both go for there in future. A quick wrap up then for the undercard before we finish up. Alex, Andrew Maloney's on there. and talk about anyone else you want to, if you like. Go ahead.
Yeah, unnecessary interim strap fight at super flyweight. Pedro Guevara. It's a name you see every now and then, but I couldn't tell you any fights that I've seen him in, to be honest. The Maloney brothers always fight. We got one on next Monday, on 2 Mondays, and then the other twin he's fighting in 2 Saturdays. So they're just keeping them active. Keep putting them in Australia. And I mean, at super flyweight, there's work, right? So we'll see exactly what happens in the future. Because I can't even remember who's the champion at super flyweight at the WBC. Because I want to say I remember Bam was the champion, dropped it. Yeah. Who is the champ? WBC, my eyes. Oh, it's Estrada. So yeah, Maloney set himself up to get his ass whooped, get a paycheck. Oh man, no, that's disrespectful. Listen, the Maloney brothers come to fight, but yeah, I mean, one brother got. Look, this is the one I got fucking destroyed by Nakatani. Man, he showed such grit and heart, because that fight could have been over early on. He actually competed after getting his ass whooped early. And Nakatani just said, all right, let's get knockout of the year here. So yeah, Maloney, shout out to him, to his management, to go ahead and get him an opportunity to fight another, top super flyweight. The girls, Nina Hughes is a name I've seen. I believe she's from the UK.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. She's 41. Okay.
Yeah. So, this is going to be her big shot. I know Sharnika Johnson, she's the girl that had her chest painted with OnlyFans. But then she lost to Scottney in her last fight. Yeah, hasn't fought since. So, will we get another show at the weigh-in?
So it's a forward to. But yeah.
And you see a couple other names. Joseph Goodall got knocked out by Jogba, and then everyone remembers, what do they call him? Big Daddy. Makes people feel uncomfortable with that nickname, Lucas Brown.
Yeah, I can't believe he's still going. Man, he should be retired.
25, bro.
Fuck. He's had some vicious knockout losses as well, so not good. All right, I think that wraps us up.